Tonight on Lost Gear, I park in impossible spaces, run over some pedestrians, and die in a car crash. Everything was better in the past, at least that's what your parents and grandparents say. What's for certain is that everything was smaller in the past. Well, today, every soccer mom and insecure male is driving a tank-like SUV that kills whatever is in its way. Cars were a lot more smaller in the past. Back then, things were a lot more balanced, as everyone was killed in a car accident, where today it's just everyone that isn't driving an ugly-ass SUV. Man, I hate SUVs, you probably can tell. But that's why today we're going to take a look at exactly the opposite of modern SUVs, retro compacts. Today we're taking a look at the modest Declasse Rhapsody, the classy Grotti Brioso 300, the iconic Weeny Issi Classic, and the legendary BF Weevil. And as always, let's look at the price tags first. The Declasse Rhapsody is just 140k, a pretty low price in modern San Andreas. The Issi Classic with 360k is more than double as expensive, although you can get a trade price. The Brioso 300 is even more expensive with 610k, for which a trade price is also available. And the Weevil even costs 870k, but there's a rumor that you can get it for free from some annoying Englishman if you play delivery boy for the German band Keine Musik on Cayo Perico. Now, of course, you can just embrace the classy retro look of the four of them, but you could also do something a little bit crazy, and well, it would be rude to not let the guys off LS Customs show what they can do with these cars. It's time to pimp these rides. Wait, that's the wrong show. Who cares? First, the Rhapsody. To this one you can only attach a bug catcher and these little flames, so not too much customization is going on here, but these flames give it at least 50 horsepower extra. Then the BF Weevil can go from a harmless everyday retro car to a hippie love machine. And the Brioso 300 isn't just that cute little Italian, as it can easily become a hot-blooded rally machine with some strip club adverts. And then there's the Issi Classic. Not only can you turn this iconic little car from a funny little TV show to some custom street racer, you can also turn it into a mean war machine in the arena workshop and go head-to-head with some monster trucks, but we'll stick to our fun little street racer here for now. Now, of course, your average SUV appreciator would say something the likes of, yeah, they may look cool and all, but what are you gonna do in traffic? You'll get eaten alive. Well, while they might have a point that any road accident may result to death or serious injuries in these kinds of cars, they have a big advantage. You don't have to participate in the same traffic as other cars. Your cars are small enough for alleys, sidewalks, pedestrian zones, and even subway stations. You don't need the usual roads that other cars need, you can just create your own way through the city. And parking? Who needs an average-sized parking lot if you can just park wherever you want without impeding anyone? Heck, you can even fit in between two average-sized parked cars with some scrubbing. However, this only really goes for two of the four. While all of them are pretty small and fit in many small places, the Issi Classic and the Brioso 300 are much better for fitting into every gap than the Weevil and the Rhapsody. And even if you lose your keys, due to their subpar engineering compared to modern standards, it isn't even that hard to short-circuit these cars. Half of them in Los Santos probably run on short-circuit anyway, so what's the hustle? My Weevil is everyone's Weevil. Feel free to take your lover to the Vinewood sign by twilight, but afterwards, please just take your condoms with you. Free love and everything, but I don't want your DNA all over my backseat. Okay, that's taken an odd turn. Now to the part that you've probably come here for. Let's race these cars on our Ford Zancudo test track. And here we go. You can see all of the four cars now side by side. And we're listening to some beautiful Mexican music, but we need to turn that off because, well, that video might get striked otherwise. And off we go. First corner, no too big differences. The Brioso and the Issi Classic a little bit slidey through the first corner. The Weevil easily the fastest on the straight. So no surprises, it's the first one to reach the Pisuasa chicane. But the Rhapsody has already catched up. Cornering speeds of the Rhapsody by far the best. The Issi also passed the Weevil now, the Brioso 300, without any chances. Sliding around that corner again. Now the Weevil has caught back up again towards the Issi Classic, but the Rhapsody is pretty much running away with it. Oh, running in the wall it is. Slight brush on the wall there. Issi Classic now pretty easily ahead of the Weevil. Maybe on the long straights it can come back. Feels very slow this lap, and looking at the lap times we can already tell this isn't going to be any record-breaking lap time, as the Rhapsody is the first one to come over the start-finish line. Issi Classic second, Weevil third, and, well, the Brioso 300 last by far. And let's see where this puts them on our Lost Gear Hall of Fame. No surprises, no changes on the first chart of the scoreboard. We have to go to the penultimate page to see the first one of these cars, the Rhapsody, which actually is even a lot slower than the Blister Kanjo, which also wasn't the fastest compact, so no real competitive lap times of these four cars. And to see the other three we have to go all the way to the last page of the scoreboard. The Issi Classic just beats the Weevil in just under 1 second. And, well, finally we have found a regular car that is not a tank, that is slower than the JB700 or JB700W that has been sitting in the last place for pretty much the beginning of this series. And what do we take from that? Retro compacts may be slow, but at least they look great, and most importantly, they are not as stupid as UV. And with that wisdom, we end our show. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video and subscribe if you want to see more. Also, don't forget to leave a comment with suggestions which cars you want to see next. Until then, goodbye!